You are listening to the Evolution Skincare Technology Podcast, where we tap into cellular health on a bio-quantum level. Sit back and relax as we take you into the journey of conscious living skincare. To learn more about the Evolution Skincare Technology, please visit evolutionskincaretechnology.com. Blessings, everyone. So I'm Jules, and I have Leanne and Yvonne. So Leanne is she's first of all a part owner of the BioQuantum Skincare, and Yvonne is our master esthetician that's been really active in helping us bring our new lines to life. And the one we're going to talk about today is the BioQuantum Advanced Collection. And we are just going to make this super casual because we were going to just do a meeting to go over and really dive in deep and learn about the products because we're still learning about them as well. And through our experience and learning the master ingredients and everything that went into actually creating these lines. And so instead of doing this and then recording something later to share with all of you, we just invited you to come in and sit in as we're learning, you learn as well. And so just bear with us as we kind of go through this, because there's going to be times where we're going to reflect on it, but I have a feeling some really good stuff is going to come through. Do you guys want to add anything before we dive in?
No, that was perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna concentrate on the advanced collection. So this is our science-based collection. It is a medical grade. And so what do we mean by that is it would be a product that you would see in a med spa. It's very geared towards putting the cells in the healthiest state through, and a lot of us are into biohacking and really amping up cell health. And so that is how this line was actually created, by picking ingredients that are going to put the cell into the healthiest state by boosting mitochondria and all of the other things that kind of go with that. So we are not scientists. I would say, if anything, we are alchemists, but we do realize that science, especially when it comes to skincare, is extremely important. So all we've done is we've hired a company that's expert in science of skincare to help us develop this line. They've done an amazing job of doing this with us. This is definitely a divine collaboration. And then we've added our genius of cellular alchemy and connecting consciousness through the evolution technology into the skincare itself. So we're definitely bridging science into that cellular alchemy and advancing the capabilities, the possibilities of what we can do on a cellular level. You guys want to add to that?
What I noticed in the products, so it says it's infused with vitamin C, a retinol, which is a form of vitamin A, and then coenzyme Q10. And I know it's more about the scalar frequencies that it's being infused with. And we had this conversation a while ago because there's so many different vitamin C's out there. And there's the one L-ascorbic acid that everyone raves about. But I remember you telling me how the technology is able to find the most advanced vitamin C that's going to be most effective for our cellular intelligence, for our cells. Could you explain that a little bit more?
And this is going to be true for all of the ingredients. And this is, I can say on a personal level, I'm actually, because I have the ability to trace frequency and see what's happening on a cellular level, and this is giving me chills, and this is why I'm so excited about these products, is so you can imagine just a basic ingredient that's doing amazing things. So for instance, the vitamin C that you're talking about, but what the scalar energy is doing, or the scalar waves, the technology, the evolution technology, because it's not just a scalar, it's an actual intelligence. It is doing something to the cells. So it's bringing the cells from a place of observing the environment, or even meeting the ingredient in the frequency that it's in, or form with form, for those of you that have taken some of our classes. And what the technology is doing is it's seeing that, but then it's also moving it into the frequency of what's beyond what's already been observed, or what's already been created. So it's taking that vitamin C and it's spinning it into a higher spin rate, or a higher frequency, but then it's connecting to the capabilities of what it's doing on a cellular level. So at that point, it is bringing the vitamin C into the cell, but the cell is taking it out of meeting it in the frequency that it was at, just on a scientific level, into an alchemy, to where it actually is using it in the possibilities, you could say. But what we're finding is that those possibilities aren't possibilities anymore. They're actually probabilities. And so it's using the ingredient at a much higher level of intelligence. It's holding a consciousness, and it's activating the cell in a way that is using stored intelligence on a DNA level, allowing the cell itself to shift into an expression where it starts to turn off those epigenetic codes. So you could put any ingredient there, and it's going to be doing that. And we're all starting to experience this, because as we're applying the skincare, you can literally feel what it's doing on the different layers of the skin. And then over time, you start to see what it's doing. And it doesn't take very long to start seeing the results. And it's more than just the ingredients, it's definitely the intelligence.
I love that you said that. I personally have just started playing with it at the end of November, and I can't believe the results I'm seeing in my skin. And you can feel it. It's just so alive. It feels almost electric and tingly. So I'm curious to see, Yvonne, what your clients have been experiencing with these products.
Mm-hmm. What I like to, but after what you just said, it's almost like, we talk about being in creation with the divine. It's like the cells are stepping into that space of creating on their own and diving into their own intelligence to bring in something that we're in the process of watching unfold. So that's exciting. The other day I was doing a facial, and it brought in, it was a lot of circulation was happening in her skin. So she was pretty red. So I used the Scalar 33 serum afterwards with a little bit of the activator, and it just totally calmed down her skin. And when she left, her skin was just glowing. She looked amazing. So I'm loving using the products, and still in the process of bringing people into using them. So excited to just kind of learn more about it and offer more to people too, because it is an amazing product with so many different ingredients that I'm still really diving into and learning about.
I think we all are. And with that, I would love to just you did mention the activator. So we're going to wait till the end to do that one, but I think it's important to just bring in what that is, because the Scalar 33, first of all, let's just define Scalar 33. So Scalar 33 is the frequency that turns on that DNA intelligence. But we are starting to turn on those codes, you could say, that are holding an intelligence of what we are capable of, the 100% human potential, you could even say. But we're doing it through the biggest organ that we have, our skin. So we're starting to reprogram the cells of our skin to actually start turning on that intelligence. And the activator, when we add it to the products, it's adding Ormus, which is a a monoatomic element. It's in a spin state. And what that means is that it is consistently moving in and out, if you want to put the word dimensions here. But even better said, it is a bridge between form and spirit, or form and intelligence. And so when we're adding that onto our skin is also a bridge between form and spirit, or form and intelligence. And by holding both frequencies, the skin starts to break the looping cycle of deterioration, because right now the skin is consistently turning over. And that's what we add the science in for. We're giving the science, adding science through the products, so that in the beginning, when the cells are turning over, they're turning over in their healthiest form. But at the same time, we're using cellular alchemy through this intelligence that's turning on through the scalar 33 to actually become the intelligence. Because once the cells move into identifying as the intelligence, it breaks out of that looping cycle. And then cell division is going to change. And we're all starting to prove this. And we actually teach the consciousness of this in Activate Evolution. But the beauty is that you don't even have to know the consciousness of it. You can experience it for yourself just by using the technology that's in these products. And we're proving it. And that's what's really fun now, is we have enough people that are experiencing what it's doing, that we're backing it up through experience.
And I liked what you were saying too about your daughter and how she was using a few of the products that are really helping her acne.
Yeah, so my daughter is using, I gave these to her for Christmas. So she's using the performance toner and the pure skin cleanser. And then she just started using the scalar 33 serum. And just the toner and the cleanser alone was clearing up her skin hugely. But when she added the scalar 33 serum, all of the redness of having the acne started to go away, and her skin, she even said, "Mom, this serum is so good." And I was like, well, it should be, because it's our star product. It is an amazing product. And so she just called me the other day and was like, "Mom, I'm running out of the toner and the cleanser. I need more because I don't want to stop using it. I'm getting such amazing results." And this is coming from a 21-year-old that uses Target products. She's like, "I can't use anything else ever again. This is the only thing I'm using because it actually works." So it's a really beautiful testimonial. But I'm going to just kind of bridge this into expanding this story, because she's using the scalar frequencies and those frequencies are absorbing. She's starting to see, of course, the results on her skin. But the other thing that's starting to happen with her is that she's awakening on a conscious level, and she's very aware that it's happening. And that's been really fun to see too, because at that age, it can be a hard age to, well, I think we all remember what it was like to be 21. And, or if you are 21, you are very aware of what it's like. But she's so in her genius right now, because she's able to connect consciously to the intelligence that's starting to turn on, that she's standing in her power in a way that she never has before. And that's just giving me chills. And I won't go into all the different things that she's experiencing, but I can say that it's very evident that she has been turned on.
And now that you say that, because my daughter's 18 and she's been using some of your products too, and I'm noticing the same thing that's happening with her, just becoming more aware, asking me more questions, wanting more information, and wanting also to dive into what we've been doing in our classes too. So it's exciting.
Gives me chills. And then I know your daughters are kind of using some of the products as well. And your daughter she's using the conscious line. Is that correct?
She just started to play with the conscious line, 100%. She's loving it. I don't think she's quite ready for the Medi Science stuff, but yes, but with the glow mask and the glow cleanser, so much fun. She actually is stealing my bottle of cleanser and playing with her friends when they come over for sleepovers.
I love that. I love it. You know what I love about it is that they're attracted to the intelligence, the consciousness that it's holding. And that sounds so weird to say that a skincare line would have consciousness, but it does. And the more that you use it, the more you start to tap in to, oh, there really is something happening beyond my skin turning on in a fabulous way. And it's just really exciting.
Yeah, I also feel for a young lady. She's not even 13 yet, and she's questioning things about life that I certainly didn't even contemplate going there at that age. So it's really remarkable to witness, whether it's the awakening through the products or just being in the frequency of mom. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that she's thriving and evolving and tapping into that confidence.
I love it. And that's what it's all about is I think especially all those young, I'm going to say anywhere from like 13 to 30. It's they're already masters, right? These kids are masters, and I'm not going to say a 30-year-old is a kid, but they're coming in at a higher frequency and a higher level of consciousness, and anything we can do to support them, we're supporting you all out there. We really, really are. Okay, so let's get back to the skincare. Let's move on. So we talked about the toner a little. We talked about, so the toner is amazing because it's very hydrating, and it also just kind of puts the skin into a neutral space, which is really great. It's awesome to remove makeup. Like I actually remove my makeup with it. And then the cleanser has a couple of, I forget, is it has the hydroxy acid and the lactic acid, but also has red clover and burdock root, dandelion, and green tea, which is the part that's really helping with, well, all of the combination is kind of helping with people that have acne, but it also is great for people that have just more mature skin or just need a quicker cell turnover so that the skin is absorbing the rest of the products at a really deep layer. So it'll just kind of take off that top layer of skin. You can use it every single day. I would say for younger skin, I would do it every other day, and you're going to see some really amazing results with that. Do you have anything you would add about the ingredients there, Yvonne?
The exfoliating ingredients, they seem to be pretty mild as we use them. So it's not like it's stripping the skin. And the creaminess of the consistency makes it more hydrating. So I do like that about it. Because typically there's a lot of talk about exfoliating in the industry. But what I've found is sometimes you can strip the skin too much, strip the epidermal barrier. But I don't see that happening with this product because it's at maybe it's a lower concentration. So it's not going to be irritating or stripping the skin too much. But yeah, using it every other day, you'll get the hang of it. You'll kind of know, you'll start to see your skin and how it responds with all the products.
And that would be my personal feedback is that as somebody who has naturally dry skin, and living in a climate in Canada that's colder and dry, I'm surprised that such an active product doesn't leave your skin feeling thirsty and yeah, looking for that moisture. It really is moisturizing.
It is the best of both worlds for sure. And we'll leave it at that. It's amazing. Just like every single part, that's what we were saying before we started recording, is every single product that we have is amazing. Like you can't get bored of them because there's always going to be the next one that's going to give that wow factor. And so let's go into the 2 serums that are in the advanced line or the advanced collection. So we have the Scalar 33, which we kind of talked about with my daughter. And then we also have the oxygenating cell code. Both are amazing. I am going to say that the Scalar 33 serum, I don't know that there's a better serum out there. I don't know if anything can top it. It has some of the, I want to talk about this one ingredient because I'm obsessed with this ingredient. So it's called the ultra filling spheres. So it's a technology that has the ability to, so it puts these crisscross spheres that penetrate the upper layers of the epidermis and then absorb water. So it evaporates. How do I say this? So let's just not even, I'm not even going to read what it says. I'm going to sit like on a kind of on that cellular alchemy or the alchemy part of this is that it literally seals the outer layer of the skin and puts these little crisscrosses there. And then these little spheres layer through the different layers of the skin and hold these little balls. I don't know what else to say. These little, I mean, literally, they're like little spheres that plump up the skin but keeps all the moisture in. And it's just amazing. Like I don't even understand exactly what it's doing. But then there's this other one that we have that's called the Liftus. And this one actually draws in moisture from its environment. So it's bringing moisture in from the environment as well. So between these two, and this isn't even all of the awesomeness that's in this serum, like I could go on, but we'll let you just go to the website and kind of read about it. This is what I've noticed with all of the products. So I put the Scalar 33, that I do the BioQuantum eye serum, then I put the eye cream. Then I seal all of it in with the PhytoCell face cream. And my skin feels so moisturized. But the awesome thing is that when I wake up the next morning, it's just as moisturized. Like the whole time that I'm asleep, the serum is pulling in. It's winter time right now and we have the heater going and it's really dry. My skin has never felt so amazing.
I second that. Give me some
Yeah, I
more.
live it.
I know, give
9,000
it some more.
And it's still hydrating up here at this altitude.
Yeah, because you're like another, what, 4,000 feet higher than it just get, and you're in the middle of winter and we are all live in really dry environments and it can be a lot for your skin. So it is, but I've been using an oil that I put the Scalar technology on, and I'm obsessed with putting it on my body as well because that technology is doing something. And it's like the more that I'm experiencing it, the more I'm obsessed with it because it really is shifting the consciousness of my skin. And that sounds really bizarre, but it's true. We have consciousness in our skin, and we could go into all of the alchemy behind that, but I don't know that it really matters. I think it's more about just feeling it and then experiencing what it's doing.
Do you have that one on the website, the body oil?
No, I just did it on my own. It's a little tip for anybody that wants to try it. So let's go in. We kind of talked about the Scalar 33. So the oxygenating cell code serum, it really is oxygenating. So it is bringing in kind of an extra boost to the skin. I love this one because when I put it on, so you're supposed to put it on and let it fully absorb. And while that's happening, my skin gets really tight and really cold at the same time. And then once it's fully absorbed, I'll go ahead and layer. I'll either use an oil or I'll use I'll just put on my face cream, depending on kind of what I'm feeling that day. Cause I do love the vitamin C oil that's in our conscious line. I'm kind of obsessed with it. So a lot of times I'll put that one on and then I'll put on the PhytoCell face cream that day. But that one is really great to shrink pores, the oxygenating cell code. So when I do that, I do it when I kind of feel like, oh, like I look like I didn't get enough sleep or whatever it is, or I just feel like my pores are a little bit bigger. I'll just put that one on and it just tightens everything up.
I like that one for puppy eyes too.
I
And
love
it feels really cooling around the eyes. It's a good one.
I
That
love
would
that.
be my experience as well. The cooling, it just drinks it all in, sucks it all in. And yeah, it's just neat to be able to witness how every product works with the skin and just to fully experience it, because they really do all have their special little talents and personalities. And
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. So we talked a little bit about the PhytoCell. So the PhytoCell is our face cream in the advanced line, and it's super nourishing. And it's extremely hydrating. So it does have the vitamin C in it, and it has German chamomile, it has the jojoba oil, alpha leaf extract. So it has a lot of antioxidants, which is really great to just kind of put that extra layer of protection for the skin, and then creating that healthy turnover as well. Do you have anything you want to add about the ingredients in that one, Yvonne?
Just that antioxidants are really great to use when you're going to be outside a lot and just all the time, because we're bombarded with the toxins in our foods and the water. So it's good to have that extra. It's like you said, those little soldiers standing there to assist our cells and just create that protection almost, or keep them in that higher spin state.
I love it. I love it. And then we have the the bioquantum serum. That's one of the newer ones that we've just put on the website. So that is I always put that one on before I put on the BioLife eye cream. So I'll tap the serum. Actually, I'm obsessed with it. So I'm going to be super honest. I don't just do it around my eyes. I do it on my whole face. It's in my bathroom and I use it almost every time I go to the bathroom because I love the smell of it. And I don't know what it is, but I'm obsessed with it in just really great ways. But it's super hydrating, but it also absorbs in right away. But I love it because when I use it, I can feel my collagen building. And so that's one of the things that it's really made for, is to help with skin elasticity, and also reinforces collagen synthesis, which is, that's like, you can think about how, well, the skin around our eyes is just really thin. And so just giving that a little extra boost with the serum before I put on the eye cream, I noticed a huge difference in, well, that collagen building, I guess you could say.
I love the consistency of that one too.
Yeah, and it smells really good.
It does. Because when you pump it, you get a little more out than you need. So just rub it all over your face.
And then I always put it on my neck too. So
Yeah.
I'll tap it around my eyes, and then I'll put it up, and then I'll go like this. And I do that literally if I use the bathroom downstairs. It's every time because I love it.
And then take the rest and put it on the tops of your hands.
Love it. Yes. Yes. So our little bathroom tricks here. And then let's see, we'll just go right into the BioLife eye cream. This eye cream it's so hydrating. So it has the mango butter, it has macadamia nut oil, and it has just like really great fatty acids that is going to really support those fine lines. Trying to think if I have any cool stories about this. Have you been using this one at all, Leanne?
Yeah, where I would like to add in that one is that a little bit really goes a long way for that product. That's what really stood out for me. You don't need a lot. So as far as I'm concerned, huge value in that eye cream.
Oh, for sure. And honestly, like the face cream, all of them are that way. You really only need one pump and it goes a really long way. Like I am still on my same bottle since the beginning of November on
Yeah.
all of my products.
Wow.
I'm still using the same bottles. So
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Ditto. I'm still using it.
Okay, so then, okay, we're on our last one, and this one's another superstar, is the collagen enhancement mask. This, okay, I know you are obsessed with this mask, Leanne, so I'm gonna let you talk about it.
I don't know what's in it, but I absolutely am obsessed with it. I love it. I will slather it on before I go to bed, and I wake up the next morning and my skin feels so yummy. What I love about this mask is that it's easy. You just, as a mom, you just put it on, you leave it, you walk away and let it do its thing. Love it. I have nothing negative to say about that product. It's amazing.
I love that you leave it on all night.
I don't know if I'm supposed to, but that's what I do.
No, you definitely can. And that's what's so great about it is that it's all nourishing. So there's nothing that you even have to wipe off. So you can put it on. I love that you sleep in it. And then or if you don't want to sleep in it and you do it in the morning, leave it on, let it do its thing. And then at the end of it, just rub the rest of it in because it's so hydrating that it definitely is a different kind of mask. It's not one that, normally when we think of a mask, we think, oh, we have to take it off. This one, definitely don't take it off because it's an enhancement. It's like enhancing everything. And what's great about it as well is because it is kind of in our med science line that let's talk about what that means first of all. So when it's geared towards medi spas, you could say, or more spas that are doing, well, biohacking. Let's just say what it is. They're doing the biohacking. But we have these products actually manufactured in Canada because in Canada, they have very, very strict regulations on what you can call a medical grade skincare line. And the FDA actually tests the ingredients to make sure that there's enough of that ingredient to call it medi-science. And so these products are very, very high grade and they are regulated. So we know as the people that are holding this amazing product that the people that are actually creating it are doing it at the highest level possible and that it's being monitored, it's being regulated. And so by the time we're giving it to you, we know that you're getting exactly what it is. And that's just an amazing place to sit because that's not true in the United States. And that's why we purposely chose a company in Canada to work with. It's a little FYI there for
I love that.
why
Bringing integrity into the ingredients.
Exactly. It's a lot of fun to think about, and you can tell, like you can definitely tell that it's top notch. So that's all our advanced collection, and I think we went through every product. And
Other than the activator.
well, we did talk a little bit about that. So the Ormus is the Scalar 33 activator is one that I strongly recommend adding it to whatever product you're using, to add a couple of drops to the product or just put it on your face before or after you apply the product. And it's going to bring an extra something. And it's like, Ormus is one of those things where it's really hard to study it. It's scientifically a very hard element, if you want to call it that, to study, because it is in a spin state. It doesn't sit still. So when you put it under a microscope and you're trying to say, oh, this is going to be a copper element, it actually disappears and then it'll shift and come back. And so it's holding life force energy. It's activating higher consciousness. It's activating the consciousness of the cells. And science one thing that they can do is they can study what it's doing. And some of the things that it's doing is it's telomere length. It's expanding telomere length. It is activating the frontal lobe of the brain, which is where we start to activate higher consciousness. It speeds up healing. It spreads the cells out so that more oxygen can be held between the cells, which is a really great for cell division. I'll stop there, but you can kind of see but the other part of it is that it's, of course, going to advance everything that's in this amazing product anyways. It's going to just, I'm just going to say tenfold everything that it's doing, because Ormus has a consciousness too. And I really do feel that it is a bridge between form and spirit. And when we're putting something like that on our skin, we really start to break out of collective consciousness. We start to break out of that looping cycle of age and disease. And we start to tap into an intelligence that's beyond that. And we're doing it all not only through our consciousness, but we're activating that consciousness in our cells. And that's where we start to, when consciousness and intelligence meet, or when science and alchemy meets, that's the sweet spot. And so it is the sweet spot. That's all I can say is, we don't know exactly what it's doing, but we can tell it's doing something. And that's enough for me.
Yeah, it's definitely stimulating collagen production and creating that elasticity in the skin, that tightening, firming, and plumping that we all want to have.
And I know you're adding it to I just started adding mine to, I used to put it underneath my tongue, but I started adding it to my water bottle. And I know you're doing that as well, right, Leanne?
I am doing that, and also for cuts. I had a little mole removed. I can't believe how quickly my skin is healing. So if one of my daughters hurts themselves, I'll put it on their little bobo and they heal so quickly. I can't say enough about that product. I'm glad that you explained that, because you said that so beautifully. It really is this magical booster.
Love it. And that just gave me chills. Well, I think we kind of covered everything that we wanted to cover. Thanks everyone for just listening and hanging out as we kind of are learning about all of these amazing products along with you. And we will invite you into our next one for sure. So we're sending you all so much love. And if you want to learn more, definitely go to bioquantumskincare.com. Thank you for listening to the Evolution Skincare Technology podcast channel. We would like to invite you to discovering your next in elevating skincare to a bioquantum level by visiting evolutionskincaretechnology.com.